There is a movement in the global tech when everything suddenly shifts, and most people don't even realize it happens. Today is one of those days because the US just approved the Nvidia's H200A chip worth almost $50 billion in global supply to be exported to China under 25% of the tariff. And the single policy shift might quietly rewrite India's entire AI cloud strategy for the 2026. It's not just about chips. It's about who control compute, who gets cheaper AI infrastructure, and whether India becomes stronger or more dependent in the global tech race. For years, the US blocks the Nvidia's high-end AI chips, the A100, H100, and then the H200 from entire China. It's the heart of the US and China tech war. But now, with a 25% of the tariff, the Trump administration has reopened the door, cautiously but meaningfully, because Nvidia H200 is the most advanced AI chip in the world. It decides how fast you train your model, how expensive your AI workload are, and how competitive your cloud service become. If China suddenly gets the access, even limited, their cloud giants like Alibaba Cloud, Tencent Cloud, and Huawei Cloud can accelerate AI services and potentially offer cheaper, fast compute to the global client. And that directly affects the India. Because Indian IT firms like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, LTI, Mindtree depended heavily on the Nvidia-based cloud infra from AWS, Azure, Google Cloud Platform. If China gets cheaper, Indian firms face the margin squeeze. Here is the bigger story. India is trying to break free from the global dependency. Intel and Tata Group announced a $40 billion of semiconductor manufacturing partnership, a massive attempt to bring chips production to India. Why this move matters today? Because the Nvidia and China decisions show exactly how fragile global compute supply chains are. One policy signature in Washington can change your entire AI budget in Bangalore. If Chinese AI companies suddenly become more competitive, Indian IT firms will face the pressure on AI project pricing models for the cloud-heavy workload delivery speed expectations. Cloud access in the peak demand months. This is not a 2030 problem. This is the 2026 budget problem. So, what Indian CXOs must do now? Start building cloud cost immunity. Revisit every AI workload tied to NVIDIA GPUs. Use multi-region, multi-cloud, and look at the GPU leasing to avoid pricing spikes. Hedge against the global supply chain shocks. Lock 12 to 18 months of pricing contracts with a cloud vendor before the volatility hits. Align with the India semiconductor push. Start mapping with the features and the future workload can shift the domestic cloud as Tata Intel capability grows. Prepare for the Chinese competition. If China offers cheaper AI compute to global clients, Indian firms must differentiate on speed, vertical expertise, and platform engineering, not manpower. This $50 billion of H200 chip decision, it's not about China winning or America winning. It's about whether India is prepared for the world where the compute access decision and the competitiveness. And the leader who moves now, not when the shock hits, will definitely India's tech strength in 2026 and beyond.